Hello friends, welcome to Yoga 360 Wellness, your own virtual yoga studio. Today we are going to talk about Yam and Niyam in yoga. So if you look at Ashtang Yoga, which is as devised by sage Patanjali, there are 8 limbs in yoga. Ashtang means 8 limbs. They are Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. So Yam and Niyam are the two basic building blocks, the foundation limbs, as you can call it. What are they? In Yam, there are 5 Yams, which are Ahinsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, and Aparigra. And in Niyams, there are 5 Niyams, which are Shauch, Santosh, Tapas, Swadhyaya, and Ishwar Pranidhan. So today we'll focus on Yam, the 5 Yams. And as you can see this diagram, which I got from artofliving.org, full credit to them. I'll be using this in talking about the yams, and in my next video, I'll be talking about niyams. So let us get going. So the first yam is called Ahinsa. If you look at Ahinsa, what comes to our mind? Ahinsa is the non-violence part of it. So we want to talk about, say, kindness, compassion. And more importantly, Ahinsa is not just the stopping of physical violence. It's also manasa, vacha, and karmana. That means our thoughts, our actions, and our words, they have to be non-violent. If your actions are not violent, but if your thoughts are violent, that's also counted as Ahinsa, as per this philosophy of Yam, where the first and foremost, it starts with Ahinsa. Second one is Satya. Satya, as we all know, is truthfulness. We all have heard Satyameva Jayate. So Satya means total commitment to the truth in our intentions, in our words, and our action. If you look at Gandhiji, he was the true yogi because he followed Satya and Ahimsa throughout his life and inspired us. That's why he is father of our nation. Third one is called Aste. Now, Aste is a very beautiful concept in Yam. It's basically non-stealing, right? And non-stealing, not just about money. It's also about if you are taking someone else's thought and projecting it as your own. That's also called Aste or stay. That's stealing basically. So when we talk about aste, it's basically abandonment of intentions to possess what does not belong to you. So if something which doesn't belong to you, even if you have intentions of acquiring it, that is called stay. And astay means staying away from that stealing mentality. That is the third yam. Fourth one is the Brahmacharya. Now, Brahmacharya, sometimes we have a very narrow meaning, limited to say celibacy, but it is more to do with the self-restraint. Self-restraint and aligning our conduct with the larger divine power. That is the Brahmacharya part of it. And last but not the least, a very good concept in Yam, it's called Aparigraha. Aparigraha means non-accumulating and non-hoarding. If you look at when the lockdown was announced, we suddenly saw people rushing to the grocery stores and hoarding groceries for 6 months at a time. So that is called hoarding. So aparigraha as a concept, it says you should not hoard. Look at the nature, right? Birds. Have you seen any bird hoarding grains for the whole year? No, because they know that there is a larger power which will take care, and there's no need to hoard, and there's no need to have that possessiveness in the mentality. We should be self-reliant, we should be generous, we should have a faith that there is a God, and if we have come to this earth, there is a larger power which is going to take care of us, and we don't have to really get into that hoarding mentality. So it's not about just the physical hoarding, even the hoarding of thoughts. Let's say if someone said to you something bad several years back, if you're still holding that thought in the back of your mind, thinking ill about that person. That's also against this concept of aparigraha. So we saw these 5 principles in Yam, which are, just to recap, Ahinsa, Satya, Aste, Brahmacharya, and Aparigraha. So if we follow these 5 principles of Yama, we will lead a much better life following these practices of social ethics. So I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like and share it with your friends. And in my next video, I'll be talking about niyamas in yoga. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to you in my next video. Om Namah Shivaya.